another Killer Planes video.
Okay, which stick does the motor? Oh, I got it. Hey there, Steve from Killer Planes. Or is it Steve from Killer Planes? Denise likes me to wear my hat like this while we're filming. I think she just wants me to look cooler. There it is. And you recognize this? This happens to be the P-40 Warhawk, made by Curtiss, the Flying Tigers plane. With the big mouth painted on it, made that famous, didn't they? The plane had like the highest kill ratio, I believe, of any unit ever. The Flying Tigers I'm talking about, using this plane against the Japanese over China in World War II. So this is a famous little plane, and personally we happen to love the way this looks, hence we used it for this. Look familiar? Kind of like that, right? So we're gonna put this baby up and see how it flies around. Of course, we added flaps onto this one. It's got flaps ready, you know, so we just put the servos in and livened them up. This plane is actually the one I used in how to put a flap stop on your plane keep the flaps from flopping. So you'll see how it actually works in real time. Enough jabbering, how about some flying? Let's put this baby up.
Nice.
Let's bring it over this way. Gear up.
Nice.
Sweet little plane. It's on half throttle. So we'll do a gentle bank and come on in. Half throttle, man. Look at that sucker go. The famous P-40. Flying Tiger.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous plane. Once again, you know, FMS just keeps on doing it. Sweet. Oh yeah. Flies on its side really nicely. Look at that baby go, man. Very gorgeous plane. No wonder everybody likes the way these look. Very sweet. Sweet. Look at that baby go. If that doesn't look real, I keep saying, you know, I say that all the time about planes. If that doesn't look real, I don't know what does. Because I grew up in the era of RC planes that did not look this real. Look at that baby go. Now, once again, so it just flies inverted all by itself. I'm not doing anything. It's just flying inverted. Wow. I wasn't doing anything with the sticks. Look at that. Very impressive. Very impressive inverted flying. So this is apparently, I would say that this flies more like the real thing when you hear about the real thing of the P-40, the way that it flew. Didn't have a high roll rate, this, that, and the other thing, you know. They said it was a heavy plane and it flew not in this really spectacular snap fashion like the more modern fighters that came after it, like the P-51. And of all these planes, I would say this is actually doing that. It's kind of mimicking the those described flight characteristics. So I guess it must have to do with, you know, the airfoil, the wing shape. Look at this go.
He's fast.
It's a fast plane.
What?
Wow. Yeah, baby. Very sweet. Very sweet, very sweet. Do a tighter turn. Yeah, man. This was easily my favorite plane when I was a kid.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what kid didn't like the P-40, man? Flying Tiger. Well, my parents got me one for Christmas. They got me a Cox P-40 Flying Tiger, C-O-X, Cox.
Okay.
That when you were a small child, that didn't have any other connotation except for gas-powered plane. Yeah, baby. It was one of those line control planes which I was never good at, so I crashed it like 20 times in a row, and the 20th time or 21st time it just smashed itself into smithereens. So
it's amazing it lasted that long.
I took the motor, and the prop was still good somehow, and I mounted the motor and prop on a board in the basement. I would fire that baby up all the time. Yeah, P40.
And wish it was a plane.
And I would wish it was a real plane.
And Steve sang If I Only Had a Plane.
There's a nice roll.
Nice.
It's quite axial. It's not perfectly straight or anything, but it was nice. Let's do it again.
Yes. Oh, cool.
So the first one was a torque roll. Yeah, that's a really nice roll. It's not super fast rolling. I had to stick all the way over. So I actually didn't check the factory settings of where the ailerons are supposed to be, like the throw, but
how was it balancing the CG?
it's pretty easy.
Do you have a bigger battery in here or anything?
I have a bigger battery. Oh, this one needs rudder in the turn. See, the tail is kind of sagging.
And of course we've got flaps on this one.
Yep.
So it doesn't come with active flaps, right?
I'm going to add rudder to the turns now, which I wasn't doing before.
Does she come with active flaps, or you have to make them?
You have to make them. No, you don't make them. It's the flaps are already cut out, and the sockets for the servos are already cut out. Pockets, I should say.
So she's flap ready.
So it's flap ready. Just add the servos to it.
Just add servos.
And we have a kit to add servos to it. Speaking of those flaps, let's use them now, since I don't have a timer today, and I don't want to run this battery out while I'm flying the plane around. So
how do you?
Cut the power. Sweet.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet. There it is. The FMS P40 Flying Tiger, man. Jay, what happened to your plane? I looked at it, I noticed it's got no tail. Well, this plane has a tail. It's got more nose than some other planes. Some planes, the nose stops here. And then the center of gravity is here. You can see there's not much space. But in this plane, there's a lot more nose. Center of gravity still where it is. There's rods in the back, rods up in the front. It kind of balances out. It's a beautiful plane.